candidates here. Scott Jensen is not a challenger, but you know him. He's going to represent this area. That's Scott for stepping up and doing that. Corey Campbell down in Apple Valley area. He's taking on Greg Clausen. He's going to win. Tim Pitcher, who's replacing Dave Thompson, if they can replace Dave Thompson. I don't know if we've got any other. Senator Osmond, of course, running for re-election. But we are going to have some tough races. We've got to win 6. We've got 14 targets. All of them are winnable. It's unbelievable. The number of Senate districts in this state where you've got a Democrat in the Senate and 2 Republicans in the House. Or a Democrat in the Senate in a district that was carried by Jeff Johnson in the last gubernatorial election. Or a Democrat in the Senate in a district where Mitt Romney beat Barack Obama. All that means is that those are districts where Republicans can win, and we have good candidates like Corey Campbell, like Tim Pitcher, like Scott Jensen, like Senator Osmond. We are going to win those races, and we are going to be in the majority in the state Senate, and that's important. People talk about balance. We need to have balance in the legislature. I agree. For 42 of the last 44 years, Democrats have been in the majority in the Minnesota State Senate. 42 of the last 44. It's one of the reasons why we've been pulled to the left. Year after year, people say, well, we've got to give the Democrats something. All we're asking for is to be elected to a majority. We just want 40 years in the majority so we can get back to balance. That's all we want. So these next 4 years, we think are going to be the first 4 of 40 years. One last thing I want to talk about, and that's about the presidential election. Congressman Emmer mentioned this. This is an important thing. Republicans need to vote, and we need to vote for Donald Trump. And I'll tell you something. I am not a Donald Trump guy. When this campaign started, I was co-chair for Carly Fiorina for president in Minnesota. After she got out of the race, I got on board with Marco Rubio. Donald Trump is vulgar, he's rude, he's boorish, he's abusive, he's obnoxious. The one good thing we can say about Donald Trump is he speaks his mind. And I'll tell you something, that is important. In this country, we have, over the last 10, 20 years, got to the point where people no longer feel that they can speak what's on their mind. Donald Trump does that. And as unusual as he is, and how he does that, and how offensive as he may be, he is helping the people of this country understand that it's important for us to say what's on our mind, to say it openly and without fear. Now, don't be mistaken. One of 2 people is going to be the next president. It's going to be Hillary Clinton or it's going to be Donald Trump. Any other vote that you make is a vote for Hillary Clinton. And that is the truth. That is the truth. If you're not going to vote for Donald Trump, then vote against Hillary Clinton. And if you're going to vote against Hillary Clinton, the only vote that counts is one for Donald Trump. And I'm telling you this because I've been out door knocking, and I can't tell you how many Republicans I've talked to said, well, I'll vote for you, but I'm not going to vote for Trump. And what that tells me is that they may not show up at the polls at all. We have got to make sure Republicans get out to the polls. So talk to your friends, talk to your neighbors, talk to your family. Help them to understand that this is an important election for the future, for our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren, for the next generation. We cannot afford to have Hillary Clinton be the next president. So help us get that word out. I also want to just put in one plea. I'm just right next door in Hennepin County. Anybody from Carver County that's looking for something to do, since you're not going to have any work to do, elect your candidates. You're free to come over and help us out over there.
We will do it.
All right. Very good. Thanks for doing this. Thanks for having me. We're going to have a great election.